Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Today we are doing a yes or no tarot reading. You can ask one question, 3 questions, whichever way you want to do it. You do you, boo. Please subscribe to my new YouTube channel if you haven't already. This is my new YouTube channel. My other channel, I don't know what was going on. I think it's because I took a whole year off of posting on that channel that it's just not happening. I don't know what. It was just, there was just some madness around that channel. So if you haven't subscribed to this one, please subscribe and show your girl some love. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, please get my teeth in, please follow me there too, because I do daily readings there. So let's get stuck into today's reading. Yes or no, pole 1, pole 2 and pole 3. I'm going to get straight in. You can pause the video if you want to take a moment to figure out which one best suits you, or what your intuition feels pulled to even. Let's see what's happening for pole number 1. Pole number 1, this is yes. And I want to say the energy is more so, not so much like around the yes, the energy is more towards like this 9 of Wands, because it's almost like it just feels like you're blocking your own blessing, I'm trying to say lessons and blessings at the same time. Then it's almost like you're blocking your own blessings, but it's like if you see everything as a lesson, that too also then becomes a blessing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So this is a yes for you guys. Some of you might be in your head and worried about the outcome maybe of whatever the situation is, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. I think if you're being authentic to yourself and your intentions are pure, there's absolutely nothing for you to worry about. I can see here that this situation emotionally, it doesn't have a hold over you, but your emotions are deeply invested in whatever this situation is for you guys. Maybe you're worried about letting people in. And I want to say, like with this 4 of Wands as well, 4 of Wands, with this 9 of Wands, is that it's like, when you look at this guy, okay, so he's bandaged on his head, but when you look at the rest of him, like, yeah, he's worried, but it's hard to kind of break down. Like, he moves from his heart, right? He doesn't move necessarily from his head, he moves from his heart. He moves from what he's passionate about. He doesn't move for no reason. But for some reason, pole number 1, you are caught up in your head, which is kind of a strange thing considering that you move from your heart, right? So it's almost like this 9 of Wands is saying to me, get out of your head and back into your heart. Because you know that when you move from your heart, that everything works out perfectly fine, no matter what the situation is, no matter if it's a good or bad situation, no matter what it is, it always works out for the best when you move from your heart. So I'm wondering what it is that's kind of got you in your head, and it's got you building these walls that you don't usually build around certain things. And if you've been hurt, and this is what I was saying in the beginning, is that if you felt hurt or something happened and you feel hurt, that too, whether it feels like it right now or not, is a blessing in disguise. You will look back at some point and say, do you know what, I really needed to be broken, I really needed to feel hurt, because if I didn't feel that hurt, I wouldn't be able to be who I am now, and who you are now is more authentically you. So although these kind of like situations happen, they do tend to be the lessons that are actually blessings. Yeah, sounds kind of mad when you think about it, and I don't think there's enough time in these videos to go into all of those kind of things there, but Pole number 1, yeah, just come out of your head and get back into your heart, because you know that when you move from your heart, you're moving authentically and you're moving true to you. And as long as you're moving true to you, it doesn't matter about anything else. People might feel a certain way or get triggered or whatever, but that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is you. So come out of your head, get back into your heart, and do what you do best, pole number 1. I want to say as well that if you are kind of feeling like this Nine of Wands energy here, that the Queen of Cups is kind of saying like self-care this week, like make self-care your priority. And if you're a giver, if you're someone that gives and gives and gives until you've got nothing left, I feel like this Ace of Cups is saying, listen, take some time for yourself, fill your cup back up again, and then when you're like abundant here, when it comes to like your cup, then like with the overflow, like then you can start looking after people again. But don't keep giving people from your cup. If you don't have it, you can't give it. It's that simple. But overall, the energy here is yes, but it is kind of like, I feel like the energy is kind of more pulled towards this Nine of Wands energy. And the only thing that keeps repeating for me around that is to get out of your head and back into your heart, because you know that when you move from your heart, you're authentic to yourself. You're being authentic, and being authentic, nothing can beat it. Do you know? Do you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like there's something else I'm not trying to pick up on, but there's something else that's kind of like hanging over this energy, and I'm not really sure what it is, but it's definitely around this kind of energy here. I don't yeah, I can't really make sense of it enough to verbalize it. But then if you're someone that moves from the heart anyway, you'll understand that when it comes to the matters of the heart, there are no words to explain it. So I kind of get it, but at the same time it's frustrating, because when it does come to the matter of the heart, like there just are no words that are big enough. The only thing you can do when it comes to the matter of the heart is feel, right? That's all you can do, is feel it. And when you feel it, you heal it. And when you heal it, like, you transmute it and it becomes whatever you want it to be. So remember that you are also an alchemist, and you can switch up and change up and mix up and heal up whatever you want to heal up and mix up and whatever, because you are an alchemist. But for the most part of this, I'm definitely like, if we're going to take anything away from this energy right here, is to kind of just go inward. You know, the cliche, go inward. Self-love this week. Focus on self-love. Focus on yourself. Focus on bringing your energy back into your heart space and get out of your head. Not to say that, like, don't listen to, you know, whatever knowledge you have, but maybe that knowledge that you have is influenced by a certain situation that you might have been hurt from in the past. But again, when you're moving true and you're moving true to you, nothing matters then, because as long as you're taking responsibility for yourself and you're being true to you, it is what it is. You know, it gets less complicated when you take responsibility for yourself. Pole number 1, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that resonated for you guys. I feel like there was something else that was really trying to come through, but the words just were not there. And I think that's because you're just meant to feel it. You're just meant to feel whatever it is that needs to be felt. So let's move on to pole number 2 and see what's happening for you guys. Pole number 2, I want to say yes, but I need you to have patience. Because I feel that it feels like there's a situation, whatever that situation is for you individually, is a very push and pull kind of situation. And it needs you to have a lot of patience. Because it's like your passion with this Knight of Wands energy wants to get up and go. But your kind of like more grounded and kind of central energy is kind of like, look, we need to take a moment, we need to get grounded, we need to like root ourselves at the moment. So there's a very like push and pull kind of energy with pile number 2, and this 4 of Swords here is asking you to just have patience with yourself, have patience with the situation. Things are working out exactly as they are meant to be working out. I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles as well, it's almost like if it's around business, you're ready to like plant the seed, you know, you're ready to get things going, but maybe the timing isn't right. Isn't there a Mercury retrograde as well or something like that, and they say not to start a business around this time or whatever? But listen, I don't know, me, I'm still I'm still learning about astrology and stuff, but for me, I just think, you know, if I'm going to start a business or I'm going to do what I want to do, there ain't nothing that's going to stop me doing for what I'm going to do. And if it means that it makes my process harder and I have to learn a lot more lessons, then that's great for me, because I love learning. Do you know what I'm saying? I love to learn. So the fact that, you know, if you're trying to start a business and it's Mercury retrograde or whatever it is, do what feels right for you. Me, I'm one of these people that like to learn the hard way, and that means for me, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, that I learn more lessons along the way. And who doesn't like to learn? The more you learn, the more you know. The more you know, like, the more you can do, you know. So I'm just saying. Okay, part number 2, there's this really like push and pull, and it's like, should I, shouldn't I, should I? Your passion, like, you're ready to go, but you're also like something, you know, because you look at this, right, that pentacle that she's holding, that's her baby, that's her baby, that's her life, that's everything that she's worked hard for right there. She takes care of it, she nurtures it, like, she makes sure that that's her baby. So she's not gonna just plant it for the sake of planting it or whatever. She's not gonna be like foolish with her pentacle. She's gonna take her time, and she's gonna make sure she knows what she's doing before she does it. And this Knight of Wands is like, oh, come on, like, I want to go, I want to get going, I want to do this, but this 4 of Swords is just that, hold on a minute, chill your tits, let's look at this situation, let's see what we can do with what we've got. It's good that your fire's going though, because I feel like for pole number 2, there might have been a long time where you couldn't find that passion, and now that you have that passion back, like, you're ready to like go and get it and stuff like that. And that's amazing, because when that fire goes out, yeah, it's hard to relight that fire, but you have your fire back, and that's great. But you do need a bit more patience at the moment. You need to kind of like merge these two energies together and become like a bit more wiser when it comes to this situation. And I can see you're very confident as well about whatever this pentacle represents for you. I can see there's a lot of confidence there. Like, you believe in your ability, like, you know what you can do, and that's perfect. That's what we want. That's what we want. But there does seem to be like this question mark. And I don't think it's a question of like your skill or your abilities or anything like that. I think the question mark is around like timing. When's the best time to, or, you know, do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're taking anything away from this reading this week, is to learn how to use these energies, learn how to balance them, maybe even merge them, and to just be patient with yourself and the process, because it's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen. Like, you are going to move forward, and you are going to do what you want to do, but whatever it is that's kind of like holding you back, just be patient with it, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So just focus on grounding, keep that fire burning, but just have that patience too. Just put it all in a pot and mix it all up, and let's start making potions. So this week, just patience. Pole number 2. Just have a bit more patience with yourself and the situation. I'm loving the confidence though. Let's see what's happening for pile number 3. Pile number 3. It feels like a very no energy, and that's really because of these 2 cards here. And I think with the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Cups, you're definitely walking away from your relationships that no longer serve you. I feel like you're in a space where like you just had enough, you know. You can't be dealing with the fuckery. You can't be dealing with people's BS. And you're just over it. You're just, if you're going to have relationships with people at, you know, at any level, they've got to have some kind of substance, you know. There's got to have these people have to have something going on in their cup for you to feel like these relationships are nourishing. And anything that isn't nourishing, like, it's time to go. And I think for pile number 3, with this Lover's energy here, you do have a lot of choices to make around your relationships. Maybe you have a lot of balancing to do within your relationship with yourself too. You feel with this energy is just very defensive, very on the defense. And sometimes it's like I look at this kind of energy and I just think, but who is he defensive? Like, why is he being like, there's literally nobody there. There's just like a whole bunch of wands that are just, you know, no one seems to be in battle, but he seems to be ready for a battle. So it's almost like, what is the battle? Are you battling yourself? Are you, like, what's the battle? What's the defense? Why are you on defense? What's happening? Yeah, I can definitely pick up on like being in your head a lot, like really thinking about, really just, there's just like a lot of thought around people and relationships and connections and communication and what matters to you. Why does it matter to you? You know, like all the questions that you ask yourself when you're just going through those stages in life and you're just like, okay, I'm going through my level up. Do I really want this energy like hanging off of me? Or do I want to release that energy and make space for people to come in and, you know, have better connections, better communication, better conversation, better this, better that? Like, I feel like your relationships, I feel like you've possibly outgrown a lot of your relationships. And I think you are more than ready to kind of look at them and walk away from anything that no longer serves you. So I say no in a sense of like, no, like if there's a specific question that you're asking, then no. But as an overall energy, this is still very much like, for me, it might mean a no for some, but the overall energy for me is a yes, because if you're walking away to find better relationships and that you're opening up space for better relationships, then that's a yes, right? That's what we want. We want to have space for, you want to have space for better relationships and stuff. But in a sense of asking a very specific question, the energy tells me no. I always love this guy here. I always love the side eye. I'm a side eye lover. I can't help it. But every time I see this, I'm just like, yeah, he's walking away from all of these things that just, these cups look pretty empty to me. Like there's no fulfillment here. And this guy is kind of like side eyeing as this person is walking away. But it's like, why would I stay where there's just nothing? If there's nothing there, then your only option is to move forward, right? So pile number 3, anything that comes from this reading, I'd say that it's a week of really questioning your relationships, making choices around your relationships, really figuring out what it is that you want from your relationships. It's definitely about the relationship you have with yourself. This defense energy, I'm kind of wondering what's going on for the individual, because this is a general reading, so it's different for everybody, but the overall energy here is that there's a lot of defense around your relationships. And if you're feeling like you have to constantly defend yourself in your relationships, then maybe they're just not your kind of relationships, you know. Like if you've constantly got to fight and defend yourself, then you really do have to ask yourself, is this relationship for me? And by the looks of it, it's not. So pile number 3, let me know if that resonates for you in the comment section below, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.